Okay, not great news about this guy. He stands at D. Plus. This guy flashes some red flags that you really need to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is much more likely to talk big than to actually achieve big things. While he might sound confident and may even impress people with his charm, he won't put in the steady effort needed to move up in his career. When things get tough or boring, he will get angry or walk away rather than stick with it.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is more likely to lose his temper or blame others instead of calmly dealing with the situation. He gets upset quickly and may yell, make harsh remarks, or even shut people out. You might notice him sulking, gossiping, or suddenly disappearing for a few days.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
At work, he is more likely to have arguments and fallouts rather than warm friendships or respect. He speaks his mind without much care for others' feelings, which makes it easy for him to offend people. You'll probably hear about frequent conflicts, harsh words, and changing friendships.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he's more likely to feel threatened or jealous instead of proud. He might react with harsh words, criticism, or even anger, especially if he's not doing well himself. His own worries and frustrations get in the way of being happy for you.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is likely to resent it and feel quite insecure. Even if he doesn't always say it openly, you'll notice it in his moods and the way he talks to you. Be careful. Over time, this can make the relationship stressful and hurtful for you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He tends to be very particular about how things should be done, so he might keep his money and belongings organized. However, because he doesn't work very hard or plan for the future, he can also waste money on things that catch his eye or impress others. He may even get annoyed if you question his spending habits.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is more likely to pretend to be richer than he actually is. He wants to impress people and feel important, so he might spend money on things that make him look good even if he can't really afford them. This can lead to buying flashy clothes, gadgets, or treating others to show off.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not naturally open hearted or generous, either with money or his attitude. He might spend on himself or things that make him look good, but when it comes to sharing or helping others, he tends to hold back. This can leave you feeling alone or taken for granted, especially if you value warmth and togetherness.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is more likely to be secretive and controlling about money rather than open and honest. He may hide what he spends or make decisions without talking to you, wanting things done only his way. This can create a lack of trust and make you feel like you're walking on eggshells.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He is likely to believe that housework is mostly your job and may not offer much help willingly. Even though he likes things neat and tidy, he expects you to take charge of chores and will probably complain if things aren't done the way he likes. This can feel unfair and tiring, especially if you want partnership and respect at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will most likely just help by standing over you, giving instructions, or pointing out what you missed instead of actually rolling up his sleeves and doing the chores or changing diapers himself. He prefers things to be done his way but doesn't like getting his own hands dirty. You may find him quick to criticize but slow to take real action.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually argues just to prove that he's right rather than trying to understand your side. Even if you calmly explain how you feel, he is more likely to interrupt or raise his voice, focusing on winning the argument instead of truly listening. He wants things his way and can be stubborn, making you feel ignored or dismissed.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he does not stay respectful. He is likely to say hurtful things, shout, or act in ways that feel threatening or aggressive. You might experience harsh words, rude comments, or even see him break things or slam doors.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, this is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, even over small things. His temper can flare up so fast that you may be caught off guard, and his reactions are strong and hard to calm down. This is a serious red flag. Please do not ignore it.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He rarely says sorry or takes responsibility for his actions. Instead, he often blames you or others for what goes wrong, even when it's clearly his mistake. Over time, this attitude can break your confidence and make you feel alone.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is not very likely to respect your boundaries and may struggle to accept no for an answer. If you say no to something, whether it's about physical closeness, money, or family matters, he may push back, argue, or even ignore your wishes. This can come across as pressure or disrespect, making you feel uneasy or unsafe.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's likely to take it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding your feelings, he may get upset, act cold, or make hurtful remarks, making you feel guilty or pressured. This can leave you feeling trapped or anxious about saying no, which isn't healthy in any relationship.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Sadly, you cannot trust him to always treat private moments with care. If there's a fight or if he's upset, he may use things you shared together as weapons to hurt or embarrass you. This can be very damaging and leave you feeling exposed and anxious.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is easily distracted by other women and may struggle to stay faithful in a relationship. He likes attention and excitement. So, if he's bored or not getting his way, he might flirt or even step out instead of working things out with you. This kind of behavior can hurt your trust deeply and make you always feel uncertain.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is very likely to be overpossessive, showing jealousy, acting controlling, and being suspicious of what you do. He may often question where you are, who you're talking to, or even get upset if you spend time with friends or family. You might find him making rules or getting angry if you don't follow exactly what he wants.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what may look like protective behavior is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He might say he's looking out for you, but in reality, he wants to decide where you go, who you talk to, and how you live your life. Real care means trusting and supporting you, not trying to run your life.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He is more likely to expect you to do most of the parenting work rather than seeing it as a team effort. He might give you instructions or criticize how you handle things, but he won't step in to share the actual responsibilities. This can make you feel overworked and alone without much help or support from him.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he is more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments can quickly set him off, leading to shouting, harsh words, or even angry silence. A calm, understanding parent helps kids grow, but his quick anger may have the opposite effect.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to truly support your role as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to take care of the home and kids, he doesn't show much understanding or encouragement for your own dreams, needs, or independence. If you try to focus on yourself, maybe through work, hobbies, or friendships, he might act jealous, dismissive, or even make you feel guilty.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is the kind of man who might seem to support your career at first, but could later pressure you to quit once you have a child. In the early days, he may say nice things about your work, but deep down, he wants things his way and expects you to focus on home and family above all. It's wise to think carefully about his true values before making big decisions with him.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is more likely to act polite on the surface, but not show real warmth or genuine care toward your parents. His behavior will probably be formal and distant when they visit or when you talk about them. Over time, your family might feel the coldness or sense that they aren't truly welcome. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust for him rather than making changes himself to fit in.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse than handle it calmly. Instead of talking things through or trying to find a peaceful solution, he may react with anger, sharp words, or even distance himself from family events. His impatience and quick temper can turn small misunderstandings into bigger fights, leaving you in the middle and feeling pulled apart.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is the kind of man who may act modern or accepting when you're alone together, but expects you to be a traditional, supportive wife, daughter in law, in front of his relatives. When family is around, he might want you to dress, behave, and speak in a way that matches their expectations, even if that isn't how you truly are or what makes you happy. You could feel pressure to hide your real self, take on more chores, or follow old customs just to keep peace.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than support you. When there are disagreements or misunderstandings, he may avoid standing up for you, hoping the situation will fix itself or wanting to keep his relatives happy. You may feel alone, expected to adapt or apologize just to make things peaceful.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's very likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes and opinions above yours. In a conflict with his mother, he will almost always side with her, either by staying silent or openly agreeing with her, even if you are right or hurt. This can be very painful, making you question your place in his life and family.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share the details of your fights and private life with his mother or sister instead of keeping those matters between the two of you. This means your personal problems may quickly become family gossip, and you might find solutions being decided by others rather than just the two of you. It can make you feel exposed, unsupported, and even betrayed, especially when you realize your feelings are being discussed without your say.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy stands at D. Plus. Some of these red flags can really become a big deal. You've got to be very careful here. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out is often exhausting, stressful, and lonely. You may spend most of your time trying to keep him calm, living by his rules, and dealing with his quick temper and harsh words.